new elite ate him up. Oh, buddy.
Alright guys, that was the buck I was looking for right there. That's the non-typical.
3 or 4 does up here above me about 80 to 90 yards feeding in the white oaks up here.
Third night of our archery season. I'm pumped.
See what's on the other side. Hopefully I'll be able to get a shot at that buck from right here.
Alright folks, I think we've got it.
West Virginia 10 point.
Damn.
Hey guys, welcome to Brothers of the Woods Outdoors. I'm Jim Davis.
And I'm Dave Bennell.
Hey, up this week we have a very special hunt for you. Pro Staffer Gary Sheppard is after a buck that he's been watching for 5 years.
Wow, Jim. Hey, take a look at this hunt titled The Old Man.
Oh my Lord, Josh. Oh, there he is. It was 2017, and I had a mineral site back here on the ridge behind my house where I'd always had a mineral site. Went back there one day just to check the camera, see what was coming around, you know, to the mineral site, and there's this buck I'd never seen before. Dandy buck. I mean, a buck that got me pretty excited. Big 8-point. Way better than average for this farm, and so I was tickled to death. I had no history with him, had no idea where he come from, but I was glad to see him. The rest of that year, get an occasional nighttime picture of him, but I just thought, well, he lives on the next farm over. He just made a pass through here, and that was about it. So didn't think a whole lot about him. 2018, same deal. No pictures all summer, and late August, boom, there he is on that mineral site again, and get a few more pictures of him there. Maybe once a week or so he shows up there, but then shed the velvet and things changed, and I'd get a late picture of him once in a while. But there was one morning that year during the rut, he made a pass through this farm in the daylight, and I got 2 pictures of him on 2 different cameras that morning. But after that, that's about it. I really don't know. Like I say, I just thought he went back home, and so when I'd go out, I'd think about him. Once in a while, I'd hope maybe today would be the day I'd see him, but I just really never put much faith in ever seeing him. 2019, 2020, he was pretty much gone. He just, I thought he was gone. I thought maybe somebody had killed him. But then I'd get a picture maybe once every 3 weeks at night or something. So I knew he was still around, but here again, I thought he lived somewhere else. Didn't think a whole lot about him. So that brings us into 2021 and last year. So same thing. I didn't have any pictures of him all summer, wondered about him, thought here again, maybe somebody got him. And sure enough, there he shows up in August on that site again. But then he's showing up there pretty regular, mostly at night, occasionally right on the edge of daylight, but he's still around, and he seems like maybe he lives a little closer, or maybe he's hanging around a little closer. So I was pretty excited about all that. So just kept running some cameras, and had a scrape up here that the deer open up every year, and I decided to pick a camera up there, and I switched it from still mode to video mode, and I put it on that scrape, and sure enough, I caught him on that scrape, working that scrape, and it was really cool to see him, live action, tearing that scrape up. And I even had another clip of him where he was with a couple year and a half old bucks, and I realized just how big this deer was. I mean, he was really big. I mean, he made them look tiny, but he was old. He had to be. I mean, my guess, he was 8.5 years old. So at that point, I just named him the Old Man. I said, no matter what his rack is or does or gets bigger or smaller, he's still just the Old Man. So that was his name at that point. And but throughout the rut, I never got any daylight pictures of him, and once in a great while at night. So late season, like I'm talking like Christmas, I decided I'd put a feeder back there and a camera and just see what was still around, and give the deer some feed through the winter. And he just started showing up there right off the bat, and he looked bad. He looked rough. He looked poor. He looked really run down, and to the point I was kind of worried if he'd even make it through the winter. So I wanted to keep giving him some feed for that reason too. So But then I realized West Virginia has this heritage season in January now, and which was just a few weeks away. So I kept putting the feed out and brushed in a blind back there, and sure as the world, he just kept coming. That didn't affect him one bit, and he was coming well before dark. And so I'm getting pretty excited. I'm thinking I may get a shot at this deer. And so I went back there one last time about 3 or 4 days before that heritage season. I wanted to make sure that feeder was full, and I wanted to check the card one more time. Well, there he was, just big as the world, hour and a half before dark. But there was a big problem. He'd already shed both his antlers, and I was just sick. I mean, I really thought I had him, and so Mother Nature did her thing, and that was it. So I thought, okay, well, he's got to have lost those horns within a couple hundred yards of here. I just can't imagine him traveling much farther than that every day to eat. And I scoured that country and walked and looked under every treetop and rose bush, and I could not find him. And all these years I never found him, and I looked. I mean, I found lots of other sheds, and I never did find one of that deer's sheds. So that was the end of the 2021 season, and that rolled us into 2022.
2 wheels of 4, the fun starts here at RG's.
RG has a complete selection of new Yamaha ATVs and side-by-sides to get you to the hunt. Our experienced team will help you get outdoors on the model that best fits your needs today. The business office can provide you easy payments to fit your budget. RG has a fully stocked accessories to customize your ride. The fully trained service team is here to maintain your Yamaha and keep it in top running condition. RG Motorsports in Bridgeport has been serving our community for 60 years. The fun starts here at RG.
When it comes to business, we all have areas of specialty, but there are times when we need guidance. We need someone to come along and show us the most creative and environmentally safe way to navigate our engineering challenges. That's where we come in. CEC stands for Civil and Environmental Consultants. You show us the problem, we'll provide you with the solution. Visit wearecec.com. Big firm capabilities, small firm culture.
It's not easy to capture a coyote or take down a turkey. It's not easy to bag your first buck, but it's super easy to buy your next big Ram truck. At Country Club Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, hunting for a new vehicle is no hassle. Shop online or take an easy drive to an all-new buying experience at our all-new dealership. At Country Club, we're easy to talk to, easy to deal, and easy on your budget. So hunt where the deals are running. Country Club Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Route 19 South, Clarksburg. Why would you want to hunt anywhere else?
Hope Gas proudly provides service to more than 112,000 customers in 35 West Virginia counties. We currently employ over 400 employees right here in our beautiful mountain state. Our team is not only dedicated to providing quality service, but also to improving the communities in which we work. Please visit our website, hopegas.com, for more information, or call our customer service department at 1-800-688-4673.
Hey, if you'd like to follow along with the Brothers of the Woods Outdoors team throughout the entire year, be sure to check us out on all our social media outlets. Brothers of the Woods Outdoors is brought to you by Country Club Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
Well, it's about 10 minutes after 4. I just got up here and got settled in my blind, got everything set up and ready to roll. Kind of breezy right now, but it's supposed to calm down, as the sun goes down. And it's going to be a real nice evening, I think. I'm about 30 yards off an oak ridge down in this real thick stuff. I mean, so thick I had to cut a path through this saplings and briars just to have a shooting lane. But I feel like that big buck is more apt to show up down here in this thicker stuff before dark than he would be up on that open oak ridge. So we'll see how it goes. I'd be thrilled if I could just see this deer, but like I say, he's been around for 5 years, and he was big then and when he first started showing up. So he's not a huge scoring deer, but he's very, very big body deer, good mass. I mean, just, I think he's a 9-point with a split brow. He'd be the ultimate trophy for me, just all the history I've got with him. So I'm just gonna sit quiet. We'll see what happens. Maybe he'll show. Oh, good Lord. Oh. Oh, Lord. Oh. Oh, my Lord. I just shot that buck. That was the old 8 or 9 year old buck. I can't believe it. He came in daylight and I smoked him. I heard him crash. Oh my gosh. Oh, cow. I can't even believe it. Just to see that deer. And it looked like I heard him go. Oh my Lord, I killed him. Lord, thank you. Thank you, Lord. Oh my, oh my gosh. Whew. Okay. Okay. Oh my gosh, I think I did it. Oh yeah. Coated in blood. Coated. Okay, folks, we all shot that big old boy about probably 45 minutes ago. Found my arrow covered with blood. Went a little ways, found good blood right there. So, I mean, I heard him crash right out there. So, man, I wanted to go get our hands on him, but I waited. I called my son-in-law, Josh, to come and give me a hand, and he's going to give me a hand with the camera work and, you know, getting him out. So, we're going to start, man. I've waited 5 years for this. This is, whew, don't even seem real. But I think I'm finally going to get to put my hands on the old man. Oh my Lord, Josh. Oh, right there he is. I can't, oh. Dude, I'm stoked. I can't believe it. The old man. Oh my gosh, Josh. Look at him. That's him. He's a hog. Never did have a great big giant rack, but I got 5 years of history with this dude. Oh my land. Look at the size of him. Well, folks, I don't even know what to say. This is the one buck I've thought about for 5 years. I've had pictures of this deer, you know, mostly at night, a few daylight pictures of him, and I just kind of never really thought I'd ever see him. I never have, and he started coming to a feeder, and so I moved my blind and feeder down in some real thick brush, hoping he would be more comfortable to come into daylight, and sure as the world, tonight was the first night I hunted that blind, and he showed up 45 minutes before dark, and what a buck he is. He's got to be 8 or 9 years old. I know it's him because of this double throat patch. He's got this extra white patch here, and he's always had that, and his rack has looked fairly similar. He never was a giant rack deer, but for West Virginia, he's a really good deer. He's a really mature deer, and you don't know how many times I've thought about this moment right here, just sitting here behind this deer. I'm just so thankful I made a good shot. So thankful I get to do this. And I thank you for being with us on this trip. It's a great story to tell. And thanks for watching the Brothers of the Woods Outdoors.
Man, Dave, what a special hunt that was. I tell you, you cannot fake raw emotion like that, and the old man is in the books.
Yes, he is, Jim. And Gary actually sent off a front tooth to have that deer aged 8.5 years old. Man. And up next, we're going to head to Doddridge County for a youth hunt with junior pro staffer Aaliyah Williams.
But up first is this week's tip of the week.
For this week's tip, we're going to head to the field with Pro Staff member Gary Sheppard, and he's going to give us a tip on creating a water source on your property.
Okay, folks, it's mid-July. I'm already thinking about fall. You know, the bucks are starting to grow their horns, they're starting to show up on camera, starting to look good, and we're thinking about feeders, food plots, minerals, that type of thing. One thing I never considered in the past was water. Had a big spring in this hillside that seeped all the time. Seemed like this end of my food plot was wet a lot. Had a neighbor come up with a tractor. You know, just took us a few hours, very inexpensive, nothing fancy. Just basically we dug a hole right here where this spring came out of the ground. Probably 8 or 10 feet wide, 3 feet deep. It's filled up with water, and it's been full of water since that day. And I was amazed. I'd be sitting up here in my blind on my food plot. Almost every deer that came by would come up and visit this water. It just really surprised me how much use it got. There was deer moving through here just, you know, just every little bit. So, and plus it benefits other wildlife too. So anyway, just something to consider. It was cheap, inexpensive. Up on this hill, there's no other water, so they're bound to come and, you know, want to use it. And maybe it'll help your property be a little better.
I'm Eli Gain, and that is your CEC tip of the week.
Hey guys, I'm Dylan with Johnson's Wildlife Taxidermy Studio. We're located in Grafton, West Virginia. I'd appreciate it if you would consider us for all your taxidermy needs. Safe hunting and God bless.
In life, some things just go together, like a burger and fries. And home and auto insurance from State Farm. Combine and save.
Call State Farm Agent Brad Wilt at 304-873-2806 today.
Do you want to grow bigger bucks and have a healthier deer herd? Hi, I'm Don Kaiser, owner of Grandpa's Special Mix High Protein Deer Feed. After several years of field testing, we have developed a feed that is high in protein, minerals, and vitamins. You can check our products out on www.grandpasmix.com or on Facebook at Grandpa's Special Mix Feed. If you're serious about growing big bucks, you need to give Grandpa's Special Mix a try.
Hi, I'm Joe Arpaio. Here's the question. Should you list your property or sell it? Let's face it, when you list your property, if or when it sells is out of your control. At Joe Arpaio, we'll have your property under contract in 6 weeks or less. We don't just list your property, we sell it.
Call Joe Arpaio to pick the date your property sells. You're in charge. Call Joe Arpaio today at 855-JOE-WILL. That's 855-JOE-WILL. Joe will sell it.
Brothers of the Woods Outdoors is brought to you by Country Club Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
Alright, well, it's Monday evening and there was no school today. It was a holiday, so Aaliyah wanted to come out and hunt this evening because it's one of her few chances that she gets through the year because of sports and everything else going on at school. We shot the crossbow before we came and she's dead on, so shouldn't be any problem tonight. And it's 65 degrees, so we're not freezing tonight, which is nice. And I guess she's ready, are you? Alright, well, stay with us and see if we can't get one on the ground tonight for Aaliyah. Smoky.
I missed it.
Did you use the second line?
Yeah, but I was moving.
Why didn't you settle down?
He said, wait, he stopped.
Yeah, I gotta recock it that. Hold on, just chill. Don't move. You don't know what happened. You're okay, you're okay. As you can see, Aaliyah's pretty upset right now, and I am trying to keep her under control and let her know that that's part of bow hunting and there's still plenty of time left in the evening and we're not out of the game yet.
When it comes to business, we all have areas of specialty, but there are times when we need guidance. We need someone to come along and show us the most creative and environmentally safe way to navigate our engineering challenges. That's where we come in. CEC stands for Civil and Environmental Consultants. You show us the problem, we'll provide you with the solution. Visit wearecec.com. Big firm capabilities, small firm culture.
It's not easy to capture a coyote or take down a turkey. It's not easy to bag your first buck, but it's super easy to buy your next big Ram truck. At Country Club Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, hunting for a new vehicle is no hassle. Shop online or take an easy drive to an all-new buying experience at our all-new dealership. At Country Club, we're easy to talk to, easy to deal, and easy on your budget. So hunt where the deals are running. Country Club Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Route 19 South, Clarksburg. Why would you want to hunt anywhere else?
At Hope Gas, the safety is always our focus. If you plan on digging, state law requires you call WV811 to have lines located at least 48 hours before you begin any excavation. If you accidentally hit a Hope Gas pipeline, no matter how minor it may seem, leave the area immediately and call Hope Gas at 800-934-3187 and 911.
Call State Farm Agent Brad Wilt at 304-873-2806 today. Brothers of the Woods Outdoors is brought to you by Country Club Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and these fine sponsors. Closed captioning has been brought to you by Civil and Environmental Consultants Incorporated.
Second pin says, hold on, wait a minute. First pin. You ready? Right. Hold on. Go. Safety. Right. Man, this one's all on me. I couldn't believe it. I forgot to take the safety off for Aaliyah. But this buck must have 9 lives. He went out about 100 yards and we still have eyes on him. I'm hoping that the Grandpa Special Mix will draw him back in again so Aaliyah can have a third shot at him. Oh yeah, you smoked him. Good job, sis, good job. Alright guys, well Leah got it done tonight. This buck came in earlier and she missed it, and it was mostly my fault because I misjudged the yardage and it was kind of a quick deal. And we got lucky, he came back in and she put a good shot on it. It went about 60-70 yards around the hillside and folded up. What's it look like to you, Lee?
Good pack of jerky.
Good pack of jerky. She couldn't have said it better. We want to thank the good Lord above for spending an evening in the ground blind that was awesome with my granddaughter, and we want to thank you guys for watching Brothers of the Woods Outdoors.
Man, Dave, that was a special hunt with Gary and Aaliyah. It's pretty rare that you get that many opportunities at a buck.
The third time was a charm, Jim. Hey, and up next week we got 2 great hunts lined up for you. We're going to head to North Carolina, and I'm after a buck I nicknamed Shorty, and then we're going to come back with Junior Pro Staffer Aiden Compton, and he's going to kill a 13-point in Ritchie County.
Hey, in the meantime, be sure to follow along with us on our Facebook, Instagram, subscribe to our YouTube and our Carbon TV channels where you can watch our hunts anytime.
And as always, thank you for watching Brothers of the Woods Outdoors.